Everybody in the hobby knows the name Drake Maye, and right now, one of the most talked about cards tied to him is the 2024 Prizm Silver PSA 10. But if you really look at the data, the story behind the card actually says a lot about how the modern football card market works. Right now, the last sale on the Prizm Silver PSA 10 sits around $1,050. The population is already about 640 PSA 10s, which for a modern Prizm card is not exactly rare. And if you zoom out on the price chart, you can see something that should look very familiar to anyone who's been in the hobby for the past 5 years. At release, this card was selling for as high as $1,400, even pushing $2,000 in some early sales. That is the classic rookie quarterback hype cycle. A new quarterback enters the league, collectors rush in, breakers push the product, grading submissions flood PSA, and prices spike before the real supply even hits the market. Then reality sets in. Over the last month, this card has dropped about 26%. And over the last 3 months, it's down about 25%. But here's the important detail. The decline is starting to slow down. That's actually one of the healthiest signals you can see in a modern card market. It usually means the speculators have exited, and now the collectors are setting the floor. And this is where people sometimes misunderstand the role of the Prizm Silver rookie. It's not the most valuable Drake Maye. It's not the most liquid Drake Maye, but the Prizm Silver plays a different role. It's the benchmark card. Think of it like the stock ticker for a quarterback's market. When collectors want to know how the hobby feels about a young quarterback, they don't look at a one-of-one patch that sells once every 6 to 8 months. They look at the card that trades constantly, the Prizm Silver. We saw this exact pattern with guys like Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Justin Herbert. Their Prizm Silvers became the most widely tracked rookie cards in the hobby because they represent real market sentiment. So where does that leave Drake Maye? Right now, the card appears to be finding its true market value around $1,000. The hype premium is gone, the population is still growing, and collectors are starting to determine what they're actually willing to pay. From here, the future of this card isn't about grading pop reports or release hype anymore. It's about one thing: quarterback performance. If Drake Maye becomes a legitimate franchise quarterback, it'll be interesting to see if this card has the room to make it back up to $1,500, $2,000 over time. But if he becomes a mid-tier starter, or if he even struggles, this hobby tends to see those two things as the same. And history shows us that these cards can easily fall flat on their face, leaving owners once again holding the bag, just like we've seen with other rookie quarterbacks. That's the reality of the modern quarterback market.